When the heart is hurt and one is filled with sorrow, it is easy to become despondent and feel as if the whole world is against you. For anyone who has lost a loved one, gone through a divorce, had their heart broken in a relationship, or experienced any hurt in the hands of other people, you can understand the emptiness that takes over the heart. But Allah in His Majesty has sent down the Quran as a cure for every single thing that happens to a Muslim, even for matters of the heart. The Quran is a healer, and using these tips, you can find solace in the words of the Quran, if Allah wills. 1. Listening to the recitation of the Quran calms the heart. A lot of people turn to music when their heart is hurting, but most times, the music does nothing except to either provide temporary relief from heartache or make the person sink further into depression. Your choice of music when you are in a sad state will most likely be music that reinforces heartbreak, hurt, and unhappiness. But the Quran is different. Try listening to your favorite reciter when you are in a bad mood, and you will notice the calmness that envelopes your heart. The pronunciation of Arabic words with the proper tajweed, articulation, the rhythmic nature of verses from Surah Ar-Rahman, and the way that Allah constantly reminds His worshippers of His nearness will raise your spirit. The words of Allah are soothing, reassuring, and they uplift your spirit in ways that no worldly music can ever do. 2. Reciting the Quran reminds you of the words of Allah. There is a saying that, if you want to talk to Allah, then pray Salah. If you want Allah to talk to you, then read the Quran. Anytime the Prophet faced any obstacles or issues in life, he took solace in the words of the Quran. He recited the Quran a lot, and that set a precedent for us as Muslims. Find a quiet place and recite the words of the Quran in a clear voice. As you utter the words, whether in English or Arabic, you find yourself receiving the cure that you seek. Miracles of honey. 3. The Quran builds your emotional confidence. Allah does not charge a soul except with that within its capacity. 2.286. Emotional challenges can leave you feeling as if people do not love you, or that Allah does not want happiness for you. But that is not the case. Whoever Allah loves, He tries. And looking at the quoted verse above, you realize that whatever you are going through, Allah has made it so because He knows that you can handle it. When you read this type of reassurance in the Quran, you feel a renewed sense of confidence that you can handle whatever life throws at you. You gain a new perspective about your problems, and you no longer feel as if the whole world has conspired to hurt only you. Related, 100%. Guaranteed path to success. 4. The Quran provides prayers that provide emotional healing. Mankind, there has come to you a guidance from your Lord, and a healing for the diseases in your hearts, and for those who believe a guidance and a mercy. 10:57. When Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, was under extreme torture by her husband, she prayed to Allah to grant her a house near him and save her from the wrongdoers. She was at the peak of torture, and just before she was killed, Allah showed her a house in paradise. He answered her prayers, and this serves as a lesson for us as Muslims. The Quran is filled with prayers for the heart that is hurt, the heart that is depressed, and a soul that is emotionally weary. We just have to continuously make these prayers a part of our lives so that we can use them to beseech Allah. A Muslim benefits from the Quran when they make it a close companion. Make a habit of seeking help from the Quran, and it will be a healer for your heart. Do you turn to the Quran whenever you feel down? How does it help you? Share with us in the comments below.